Hey there guys, how are you? Hope everybody's doing well. Today's video, when we're doing all these fusions and like the Sir Nick event where, oh my god, I've got to have done like 5 champion training tournaments, and champion training events over like the past month and a half or something between the Stock the Broken fusion, the Lady Noelle fusion, the Sir Nick event for the snow points. So yeah, and whenever these events come around, I've got to look through the old, champ collection, look through the vault, see like, what's up, who are we leveling this time around. And so I leveled somebody that I never bothered to level, which was I finally leveled a Fellhound, like the campaign farmer. So yeah, basically, huge move, dramatic, for my account. Just kidding. But yeah, so basically, let me like show you what I was doing. Okay, and then yeah, so first of all, a couple of things to get out of the way. I'm well aware that you can farm Nightmare campaign. I have a ton of nukers who could do it. I think like everybody can with like Thor nowadays, basically. But yeah, so definitely could farm that if I wanted to. My reason for reasons plural for sticking to brutal is lots of reasons, I guess. The first thing is that if you're in the end game, late game, like farming campaign is a waste. Like my energy, it should be going toward farming dungeons, getting better gear on my champions. It should be going to farming masteries for my champions. Campaign is basically the last thing on planet Earth it should be going toward. Like at this point in my game, I am doing 500 campaign battles a month. I am not doing anything besides that unless there happens to be 95 different fusions going on as it was recently. So yeah, that's not a good use of my energy in my opinion. And then if I were to be doing Nightmare, well, now I'm spending double the energy on that to do this quest every month to get, my sacred. So yeah, like I said, for me personally, definitely not the move for the account. Um if you have the kind of energy where you're regularly farming Nightmare campaign, like, you're definitely spending because for me on my free to play account, that is not something that's happening. I don't just have like a million energy just lying around to be spending on campaign battles that cost as much as a dungeon battle. So yeah, that is just not the move for my account personally. You can farm, whatever the heck campaign you want. Go for it. But yeah, basically, obviously, I've always known about this character. The reason I never did it is because I play on PC, and I use RSL Helper. I don't care if like like this is just running in the background of work. This is just, I'm not even in my house. I'm asleep. It's like whether it takes 8 seconds or 5 seconds or 10 seconds, it really doesn't make a difference to the way that I play the game. So, and then I've got a million nukers who could do it in, 8 to 10 seconds or whatever. So I never did it. But yeah, I thought I would do it. I guess I kind of thought about it because there were all those tournaments going on. And also, something else is I had like a decent awakening for him. And I do like to build people I have awakenings for just because it helps me access more of the awakening rooms in Curse City and stuff. So I decided, it was time, you guys. So I just kind of, consulted the interweb and I found this thread from like years ago where, people were saying this is basically the baseline stats: 100% crit rate, 225% crit damage, 6200 attack and defense, because the kind of fun thing about him is that this skill is based on defense and attack. His A1 ability, which is obviously what you're using. So, it's much easier to hit the stat requirements that way. You can just use whatever the heckies you have, basically. And then he can be so slow, so slow, like 106. So, yeah, because basically, you just need to go faster than people in the campaign. That's not even the highest level of campaign. So, yeah, very, very, very chill requirements here. Okay, so let's talk about my incredible, amazing, world record Fellhound build. So a couple things going on here. You can notice I used some 5-star pieces. I purposely did that because basically, when we're playing Raid, we're all accumulating gear, right? And as you outgrow kind of your older gear, you put better gear, you end up with kind of like this gear sitting in your inventory. So stuff like this is, this is like basically something that I had leveled to 16 for a champion years ago, and then obviously, this eventually got upgraded to something better, but it was still sitting in my inventory and I'd already fully invested in it, right? So may as well just get the value out of it and put it on somebody, So yeah, I'm intentionally using some kind of, Garbo pieces here, and I'm doing this because I know that I can use these Garbo pieces and still hit all of those stat requirements that we talked about. So yeah, like I said, I intentionally did that. I just wanted to kind of clear some pieces out of the inventory that I had already wasted the max amount of money on. So yeah, may as well just get the full value out of that item and just slap it on a champion that I don't really care about and move on with my life. So yeah, I intentionally used some 5-star items here. It's really, it's nothing crazy. It's just, kind of whatever pieces, nothing crazy. You can glyph to get what you need. I did kind of glyph the accuracy and stuff because I just figured if I'm ever using him in one of those rooms someday, maybe, maybe he can apply what is it? Baby decreased speed. Yeah, maybe we can apply 15% decreased speed. So yes. Amazing. And then of course, like there's a million different things you can do. Like personally, I'm not investing in the masteries at all because I understand my account. I understand that I can hit the stats on this guy while using 5-star pieces. But if you need a little help on any of those numbers, you can get crit rate, you can get crit damage, you could just, maybe it's the attack or the defense that's giving you trouble. So definitely ways to hit all of those things. You could master him, you could fully master him. I've got the Awakening helping me, Phantom Touch, that got me extra attack, extra defense, the bonus damage, extra crit damage, all of this fantastic stuff. So yeah, I'm definitely well over all of those suggested stat minimums, but whatever you need to do, you could ascend your gear. There's like so many ways to boost your stats in the games nowadays. So should really be, I mean, years ago, maybe it was kind of hard for people to hit this when they were first starting out and everything, but nowadays should really be no problem for most people. Okay, so let's just go ahead and just watch the magic of Fellhound. In campaign stage 3, here he is. There's no need to set any type of team pre-setup or anything because he understands that he can kill all of the waves using exclusively his A1. So he's just gonna stick with that and everything should work flawlessly. Amazing. 6 seconds, maybe five if, I don't know, probably something with FPS or whatever. But yeah, so very, very quick. Also, I forgot to mention, if you actually are storing rare faction guardians, you could also use rare faction guardians. You might notice, like, I am personally not investing in this at all. There's like 2 rares that I use regularly, and I really don't care. I think a lot of people don't keep them. A lot of people maybe just keep them for like Dark Elves, for like Cold Heart and Kale, but might not bother with anything else. So yeah, personally, I have all my epics stacked. I'm working on my Legos. I really don't care about the rares. But yeah, you can absolutely do that if you need a little bit of help with the stats as well. All right, so let's just talk about a couple like extremely minor downsides, like just things to keep in mind that I kind of noticed. So one of the things is, right, we have these quests like every day, right? So today I got win campaign battles 7 times, but you can also get the one that is beat a campaign boss 3 times. So so I usually use like Herndig before this. So for the campaign boss, it's no big deal because he's like still gonna basically one shot everything. All right. Or wait, I'm so dumb. I clicked on the I clicked on the 3 again. Okay, anyway, so for a campaign boss, it's not really a big deal because he's still gonna one shot everything. And yeah, as we can see, this is taking longer because he's got these animations. God, sometimes he even has to walk up. It's just terrible. So yeah, so when I get that quest, I just don't really change anything. But yeah, something that I did notice is that I kind of forget that like it doesn't really work anymore. I mean, it does work, but it's like, here, I'll show you. Yeah. So he'll kill the first 2 waves, like no problemo. But yeah, then he gets here and he is gonna start using his abilities and weird stuff. Like, we're definitely gonna beat this eventually, don't get me wrong. It's just like, yeah. Yeah, and yeah, like I said, I've been playing for, years and I've never even tried this, so yeah, that might trip you up slightly just cuz like I never had to change anything before. Nowadays, now that I've been using him for like a couple weeks or something, I'm kind of just like, all right, we're doing, Herrendig for the campaign boss. I've never outright seen it fail, but I don't know, maybe you could actually get perilled. Don't know. I mean, I assume if you got super lucky, you probably could. So, just a small little minor thing to keep in mind there. But yeah, was it a good thing to level at this point in my account? I don't know. It's kind of fun. Everybody's got to experience the Fellhound thing at least once, right? And yeah, I mean, technically it is helping my efficiency overall, even though, it's just happening via RSL helper when I'm probably nowhere near my PC, but yes. Okay, you guys. Well, thank you for joining me in this incredible and revolutionary video with content never before seen campaign farming content. Let me know if you've been doing anything interesting, different, cool, if you've leveled Fellhound on your account before. And as always, thank you for watching, you guys, and take care of yourselves. Goodbye.